Natasha, what are we seeing?
Asha, once again, the numbers are not going in the right direction. Today, the province of Ontario is confirming 1,534 new cases of COVID-19 and 14 additional deaths. Now, it doesn't beat the daily record that was set just yesterday, but it's pretty darn close. Yesterday, there were 1,588 new cases being confirmed. And once again, we're seeing that the highest number of cases are increasingly in those two biggest hot zones in this province. Peel region has 490 cases today, and Toronto has 460. If you look at the very next large region to have a lot of cases, it's York region. They have 130. So it really is a matter of where the virus is concentrating, where we have the highest numbers of population, but where people are mixing and not social distancing enough. Clearly, that's what we're hearing from the experts. So as of midnight tonight, Toronto and Peel region go into a lockdown mode for the next 28 days. And essentially that means no indoor, outdoor dining, no gyms, no cinemas, very reduced numbers for weddings, for funerals, for religious services. And you should not be having any sort of gatherings, indoor or outdoor, with people you're not living with. So it's really a restriction on individuals, people's abilities to move around or to potentially expose themselves or others to the virus. But it also brings with it so many constraints, particularly for small business owners who have been saying throughout this, they're just so many of them just on the edge of losing their business because they're losing customers. And all of this now taking place in these two regions just ahead of the Christmas season. Many of them are expressing concern about whether they'll be able to survive come January, Asha.
And ahead of that lockdown, we're hearing from Premier Doug Ford. What is he telling people, Natasha?
Well, certainly the Premier is hearing these concerns about businesses and about people's concerns, and he has issued a statement. We can bring part of that up for you, where he says, we know that this is a difficult time, but we need everyone to be patient and ensure there isn't unneeded pressure on our supply chains. Please don't stockpile or panic buy. Grocery stores, convenience stores, hardware stores, and other retailers offering essential goods and services will remain open in regions moving into lockdown. If we all do our part, there'll be plenty of supply for everyone, but that doesn't address the concern of the businesses that don't offer essential services. And as a result, they're expressing concern, but also there's other issues of, it's not a matter of locking down. There's other matters that are far more pressing, according to some, including according to the mayor of Brampton. Let's have a listen to him.
Right now, you see government spending a lot of time talking about shutting down restaurants or small businesses. And frankly, I'm exhausted of having debates about that when the real help we need is an isolation center for our essential workers, sick benefits for people who are, frankly, going to work with symptoms because they can't afford to miss a paycheck. And if you look at the neighborhoods in Brampton that have among the highest rates of COVID-19, it also tends to be the neighborhoods that have the highest number of factory workers, essential workers, those in industrial settings.
So increasingly, Asha, I mean, right throughout this whole pandemic, we know that the story is, yes, it's a health story, but increasingly it's a political one, and it is most definitely an economic one, as more people might lose their businesses, might lose their jobs heading in towards the holiday and Christmas season. There's just so much pressure on so many people, and really everyone's trying to sort out an answer, but there are no clear answers from anyone at this point.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Natasha.